From KPRC2, this is Houston Newsmakers with Cambrell Marshall.
Good morning. We begin today 1 week ahead of Memorial Day weekend when we pause to honor the men and women who have given the ultimate sacrifice to serve this country. It also is less than a week away from the unveiling of a new tribute to Vietnam veterans. A few weeks ago, this is what that area looked like as Club Creek Park, which only about 2 years old was in the process of getting a very big addition to honor Houston Vietnam veterans. It's something Houston City Council member Edward Pollard, representing District J, has said that he's wanted to do since he was elected, and now is close to becoming a reality. Councilmember Pollard joins me now this morning to talk about what led up to this monument dedication. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you for the invitation.
Well, what led to this?
Well, my father, he was a Marine who served honorably in the Vietnam War, and he told me about some of the reception that he and his fellow soldiers received when they came back to Houston. And it wasn't a warm welcome. And he told me that there was nothing in the greater Houston area that really reflected their sacrifice, showed honor to their service, and that there was no memorial that really talked about what they went through. And so that always stood out to me. And I told him if I ever was elected, I would work to try to get a memorial that gives proper fitting, not just to those who passed away during the war, but to tell the entire Houston story.
So the TERS is 20, I think, is the group. So for people who don't know what the TERS is, explain what that is and how it's played a role in getting this done. So
a TERS is an entity that collects property taxes from people in a particular area of the city. They pull those taxes, and so that it goes to improvements just for that area. So instead of it going to the general fund for the entire city to use, it stays within a certain geographical boundaries. TERS 20 represents a lot of the Southwest Houston area, and we partnered with them on this particular project because they were already getting a new park, the Club Creek Park, redeveloped. And having a new park in our district, I thought this would be the best place to put the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. And so they graciously accepted the partnership, and they've done a lot of work to help it become a reality.
So I was out there a couple of weeks ago to look at that. Club Creek Park, number one, it's a very nice little area. It's still relatively new as well, but you look at what's going on, nice little vistas, taking advantage of where water runoff would be, and there's little fountains out there. Talk about that park, which really is not officially going yet, but people are still using it right now.
Yeah, so Club Creek Park is really a detention basin, and we know about the flood issues that we have in Southwest Houston, and so it's there to mitigate those flood issues. But we wanted to make it aesthetically pleasing. So you'll see not only a basin that will be a huge man-made pond, basically, but you'll have walking trails all around it, new landscaping, you'll have playground equipment, exercise equipment, but the highlight, in my opinion, will be this Houston Vietnam Veterans Memorial.
So what do you hope people will get from this when they see this? Because I know so many people, as it relates to like Memorial Day, for example, it's just a holiday. They don't really spend time, quiet time, giving honor to those who serve. What do you hope people will get from just being, because there are other monuments, there are other memorial places within town as well. What do you hope people will use this for?
Well, I hope they use this for education. It's going to give a complete story from the Houston perspective, right? It's going to touch on those who served in all branches. It's going to have parts of it that really speak about the women, the prisoners of war. It's going to have a place that's dedicated to those who we lost. There's going to have a place for those from the Vietnamese community and what the war meant to them. And so it's going to really be able to capture the entire experience, especially from a Houston perspective. And so that's what we want people to go out there and see and learn, but also pay tribute, not only to those who lost their lives, but the many Vietnam veterans that we have all in the greater Houston area that will get to come there, be able to look at it, feel some sense of pride, and understand that we appreciate their service.
So May 26th is the date of the unveiling. What's planned for that day?
So May 26th, 11 a.m., we will be at the Club Creek Park for the unveiling. It's going to be a lot of pageantry. It's going to be a lot of celebration. It's going to go hopefully above and beyond what people expect. We want those Vietnam veterans to know that we appreciate everything that they've sacrificed. We want it to be a proper welcome home. Many of them said when they first came back from the Vietnam War, they were met with harsh critique. They were met with criticism, with disrespect. They weren't given a hero's welcome. Well, on May 26th, they will get a hero's welcome.
Well, from two sons sons of Vietnam veterans, I think we can understand the power of what that will mean. Even for those who are no longer here, their families will be able to have some of that.
Yes.
So, Councilmember Pollard, thank you. Congratulations on what you've done up to this point. Hope you have a fabulous day, weather-wise, for that
Yes.
unveiling on the 26th.
Thank you so much.
All right.